Hello, everybody, and welcome and good morning. And I'm early. I'm a whole hour early, actually, which is very, very nice. And a nice change of pace, I must say. Also, I should do this. Haha! Time to make love to thunder horses? Or get thunder horses to make love to things. Also, good morning and welcome, Apex and Vasher. Let's do it. I wasn't too sure, which is why I put in 10, and then I was sitting here, I was like, I finished early, it was like 10 minutes till 9, and I was like, you know what, let's just start the stream, let's do it. That's why I'm early. It's like, yeah, why sit there and twiddle my thumbs for an hour? Well, we can stream! It's $100 to buy everything for RimWorld? Well, I think including the soundtrack. Probably. But the base vanilla game, you can get plenty from, which I think is 30 bucks. I think. And there's tons of mods for the base vanilla game. You don't need the DLCs. DLCs are really, really fun, especially the one I'm playing with, which is Ideology. I haven't played the royalty one. I've heard it's kind of meh. It's got some nice features, but hasn't been as successful as this one. Right. Okay. So I need to start. So we're about to finish up our tech tree. I need to start making some advanced components, which is what this is, this fabrication bench, because we need to make advanced components. So I'm going to do this until we have many, many advanced components. Let's get a piece of furniture. I know that I need tool cabinets. We're currently low on steel. That'll help that. And right. So we're gonna put so everything for advanced component is plasteel, gold, and steel. So we can do this. Like so. Right, and do preferred. Also requires components itself. So we can do something like that. Do preferred. It requires steel. How do I want to do that? I guess they take a long time to make, so we could do something like that. And then maybe we'll do this. We'll do one pile each and then go from there. Including the director's cut of the game and all other IRL items? I don't think so, no, Asher, no. I don't think so. Although that would be impressive. And of course we need plasteel. And it kind of shows somebody doing that right now. I kind of like that they're pulling items right now because that's actually quite handy. Boom. And preferred. And then we would do something like this. And just like that, we've got a little advanced component area. We've got a little animal who is back to life, mind you, which is amazing. That's right. That's how we finished last time, which is we brought little animal, have been in a tomb, or excuse me, a sarcophagus in our freezer for a very long time, and is back to life, doing what he does best, mining. That's a beautiful thing. God, look at all this silver we have. I need to make a proper vault, I think. I do need to store it somewhere. Alright. Of course, we got plenty of joints. We can flick this bad boy on, I think. Yeah, we got plus power at the moment. We got plus... We had plus power even though we had the solar not on for a moment. Doesn't seem like we're actually storing enough, which means I need more power. Alright. All of these are off too. Fens is demanding age reversal, among others. No. Again, we can get more components. That's really... I love that that's doing what I want it to do. God, another sprout of this. We get too many of these. We have 3 of these seeds. 3 druid seeds. And this is almost full. Ah, too deep infestation. Okay. Actually, not that bad. Easy peasy. I have learned that the trick to this game, and I think even going forward when we do like different runs like in the desert and in the snow and stuff, a person who has a high animal handling and we can get pet animals to help us is probably one of the most powerful things in this game. With no doubt. I will always quest for, like, getting bears and stuff like that. I think I could take the time and... We're going to get a bit more... Wait, what's going on? Why is everything slow? And look at all the food we've got. Isn't that something? Isn't that something? Alright. So I don't think we'll have to expand this for a while. We can go ahead and do this. So I think my goal today, like I said, is we're going to finish off our research. Get a good pile of advanced components and kind of finish up our kind of in base security. Put some turrets in. I want to put more turrets out here. We're just going to start kind of just adding to what we've got so we're thriving, not surviving. We can also work on making a battle arena. And we actually need some proper slaves. It is time. What was I making this for? I made this for a reason, and I don't know why. So we're having a loop here because of storage. They're lavish. These lavish meals should be getting stored here, but they're not. We'll do 10 less just to the way it stops doing that. Oh. They ate these from the floor and they got food poisoning. Well, that makes sense. Now doesn't it? Because it's on the floor. Well, they'll eat it and then it'll go away. And they're not making any more at the moment. Why don't Brigitte pass out even? Good lord. Right. I'm going to do that, and then we're going to make a stockpile down here of nothing but silver. Alright, now let's work with our animals. Link's Revenge. Okay. Bear's got it. Okay, delete that. Gotta get all that silver stored away. Like it's supposed to be. Oh, I think I was putting flak armor up here is what this is. Yeah, flak vest. I was starting to put armor. Right. Let's reinstall that. So this is my armory, like for weapons. I guess I could put my flak armor there. This is also plate armor. Let's not do that and just have it be flak. Alright. Everyone, all the food poisoned lavish meals should be gone by now. So we can go ahead and unsuspend that. That's all of our silver there. Luckily, everybody's still allied with me, so I'm not too worried. We'll send them more gifts. We'll send more gifts. So right now, a lot of our steel is going to... the steel plate armor, which is needed. Some people don't have it because we did get a lot of new recruits, so yeah, that's fine. Alright. We got steel up here we can go get. And I don't have any other drills. Let's do that. wonder how many, like, more uranium turrets and stuff I could build here. The relations with that damn colony are just going down and down and down. Let's send them some rhinoceros leather and bear skin. So we're actually storing our flake here. Hi, psychic drone. We do have a power claw I can give to somebody too. That's actually pretty useful. I need to work on everyone's needs. Why is he's got a risk break? Why? Oh, the drone. Elite expectations. God, I hate that. Oh, smoke leaf, and we should be fine. Now, I do have it to where... Yeah, like, say if Wisely has this... Select policy. Yeah. So every day... Yeah, if mood is below that. Yeah, okay. So you should smoke it if your mood's super low. Have I researched the thing by the windmills yet? This thing... Yes, I have. It is completed and we got that puzzle piece. So now our next goal to get the alternate ending is... We have to do this... we have to do this again. Which means we have to reset the colony again. It's basically what that means. So we need to survive and get to a value of 350,000. Become allies with these guys, which is a different group of people. And then do it one more time. Yeah. And that'll be the... Yeah, that'll be one piece. I don't know if we have to do it... That'll be the second time I've done it. And considering we need 3 pieces... We might need to do it even again. It's definitely a long journey to get to that ending. But... So basically, I think the same 5 people that I took last time... are the ones I'm going to take. And I can give them a bunch of prosthetics and stuff. Finish making them fully bionic, I think is going to be my plan. Yeah, make them more robotic so we'll be good to go. Because I have no choice. They're the ones that are most primed up anyway from the last time, so instead of taking everyone else from scratch and doing that, I would just make everyone fully bionic. So that's kind of what we're working towards too. I gotta keep everybody happy as well. But the making of them advanced components and bionic limbs is the goal. That is a good idea, Vasher. So for you have 20 animal handling, 14 plants. Right, and a great doctor. This is perfectly fine, actually. Mighty Jack is the cook. Good shot. right? Great crafting. Good to go. Play is our researcher. The only thing is maybe I would not make him a research specialist. But all of our tech would go really quickly by bringing him. But apparently it doesn't reset now. But he's fantastic with construction and medical, which is what I need, and shooting. And then Jim is a super well-rounded character, ready to go for all kinds of things. All their skills are really, really high. Or all his skills, I should say. And the little animals are mining specialists, which is exactly what we want. And then everyone else has really good skills. Happy in particular has got like amazing crafting. Like everybody's skill is really, really good. And all their shooting's really high too. So I look at this and honestly, I'm glad I checked, but I don't know of anything that I could change. That I would need to improve any of them. And the thing about it too, something about this game, if you did not know, is the skills deteriorate over time if they don't use them. So I think it's up to a certain point. Like I think it's over 10 or something. They start to, there's a point where they witch and they start to kind of like, they have like a natural level that it wants to go to. Yeah, keep them happy. Sweet. So he put on, okay, so Vasher, you put on this instead of your recon armor. Because you thought that would be better. Strange. But I definitely gotta get everybody marine armor again. Because that stuff is OP as hell. Especially with bionic legs, because then there's no speed debuff. Who was the best of those 5 with the crafting? I think it was Mighty Jack. His crafting's 11. And Jim's is 8. Jim's crafting could go up. If we wanted to. I think I've got Jim. We do have Jim crafting, so he is using his skills. I could manually make him do stuff. Yes, we are. Why can't I? Oh, because currently Happy's the worker for this. Okay, so let's finish this advanced component, and then that way I can get Jim doing that. Sweet. Alright. Okay. Now I can do that. Get him fabricating these, and that'll get his crafting up. And I can do it by hand. And that will, that'll up his crafting. That'll be quite handy. We have over 600 joints, mind you, by the way. My people aren't smoking them. As much as that last colony. It's just kind of funny. Possibly. I'm just glad I haven't gotten him killed yet. Right, so we're done with tech. Tech is done. Which means now we'll be scanning the ground non-stop. Blight on our hay grass. Okay. It's not that bad. This is ready for an age reversal. Who do we want? Who's the most demanding for this? Fens is demanding of this. Okay. Wow, boar self-tame. I don't need more animals. Slaughter them. We get a bulk trader. That's good. Maybe we can sell some of these joints. If they have any bionic stuff, we're buying it. No hog ride? No hog ride. Since you're right there, we can do that. Okay. I could buy chocolate from you. Some chocolate. Alright. Medicine components, sure. Let's give them 400 joints. I can actually buy steel from them and sell some ambrosia. That's actually like a pretty good idea. Silver table, no. A power lance, no. Right. I don't need any reinforced barrels. We're good on that front. We're buying steel components and medicine. Or the chemical I need to make medicine, I should say. So the power lance does, to my understanding, is a limited use psychic effector. It shocks a target's mind with chaotic images, blocking coherent perception and dropping him into a state of psychic shock. There's a risk of brain damage. It has a long range but requires line of sight. It is a utility weapon, so it's they can carry this and their main weapon. We'll get it and put it on somebody. Would you like to have it, Vasher? You one of those IRL? You just want to put chaotic images in people's heads, don't you? Alright, let's do that. Let's do that. Just at work. Alright. Yeah, so you've got your charge rifle and this. So like if I do this, yeah, see, I can choose to use the lance. But then they don't want to be supervisors anymore. Supervisor can't actually know what work is like. Psh. Yeah, that's basically what that is. It's almost like a death ray for the mind. Right, so I don't actually have you making this. We should be making this medicine so we're not getting the plague and stuff. So you should make it and then it should get stored right there. You do like Mindfox? Yeah. It's probably why Steins Gate you like so much, because it can screw with your brain. I do like stories that have a perfect loop to them. Not yet. No, I haven't watched any of that yet. I finished Konosuba and I haven't watched anything yet. Also, I think I said it before when I finished the, I guess you could say the first season of Steins Gate, but anytime somebody's dealing with something with time, right, and like time travel, typically in shows or movies or, you know, whatever, you know, type of storytelling that they're doing, it can always get a bit messy, and to do it very well, I think, is very impressive. Oh, we have silver. Why do we have insect jelly in our rec room? Right. Well, sadly, I need to pause and go pee real quick. Hopefully it's just a pee. BRB. Okay. Sorry about that. Let's proceed. Really, Vasher? Well, that seems kind of interesting. It's kind of like a... Huh. That is very interesting. Sounds like that touches on some definitely deep philosophical things, too. Of course, this takes place in World War II. But with magic. Of course. Ba-boom. Really? Nice. Oh, you mean the same studio that produces Overlord, Konosuba, and ReZero? Really? Hmm. That's a good studio. That's a very good studio, actually. They need to get Overlord 4 out, though. Season 4. So at first you didn't like it, but then you fell in love with it. It goes that way sometimes, doesn't it? Okay, gotcha. Tanya, Saga of Tanya the Evil. Tanya the Evil. Okay, so now we have no plasteel for advanced components. That's what we're currently lacking. But luckily, we have plasteel right there. Who else is a miner? Apex is as well. I will mine my crops for metal. You better believe it. Alright, I can do that, and then I'm going to run this power looped around, and then I can get rid of all the power in the hallways. Gotta get that steel leaf. That's true. There is steel here. I can't polish behind these machines. I don't, well, let me try, see if we can. If we can, then that'll be awesome. Alright, we don't need our research bench anymore. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to deconstruct this. I think we'll move this up into this position. And this will become our vault. Looks like I'll have to build a copy. Do something like that. That way that room's getting use. Go my bears. Building walls does, yes, but we're actually in the position where we want to increase our wealth. So there's wealth is associated with difficulty, right? So like the higher your wealth, the more stuff will come at you. But we want to hit 350,000 again, and we're at 310. And see, this is where we were before. Well, actually, we'll just make art. Getting an art bench and making a bunch of art will increase our value crap ton. But I'm not trying to rush our value because I want us to make like bionic parts for people. So one thing at a time. Right, like I want us to actually have, like, we finally got a whole bunch of steel. We need a bunch of plasteel. Yeah, gotta get the nipple cannons installed first. And basically, because Play is being researched and the only thing he can do is the scanner, we're basically just gonna get... I mean, like, look, there's a whole bunch of steel here. It's beautiful. That'll give us... Harvest this again. Aw, Vasher. Oh, that's a beautiful thing right there. All right, we have a total of 11 people, and how many of these do we have? We have 10 of these. Yep, brought to the front door for easy hauling. Correctamundo. There goes our drug production. Play, let's get construction since you're not. Research is secondary. Oh, we can polish these, it looks like. Ooh. Has informed us of a collection of valuable items worth 2,000 not far from us. 10 advanced components. How long of a trip is that? That's a 2.3 day trip. To just basically go pick... that feels kind of trappy. Yeah, round trip. Yeah, I don't think that's worth. It's close, though. It's real close to me. Yeah, that's to collect wood. Yeah, early game, that would have been really good. Advanced components take a while to make, but like right now, I mean, I've already made like 10. And I think it's been like one in-game day, so... Alright. Let's turn one of these on. And cancel. Do age reversal. Do that. But the other colony was really good that we had, but this, even still, has been one of our best colonies. No doubt. I love how now we have too much steel. Oh, the sweet, sweet irony. Alright, I can stop drilling on that for a little while. Let's get plasteel for a little bit. Or maybe uranium. Yeah, we could get some uranium. Do something like that. Let's do that. We can turn those back on if we need steel, but we have way too much at the moment. And we're using it since we don't have... Yeah, since we don't have plastic, we're not using that much steel. What is Play working on? Ah, constructing all this that we just built. Okay. That'll get us some much needed uranium, which we need uranium for our marine armor, if I remember correctly. No, we just need plasteel. Oh, no, we do just need 20 uranium. Okay. Okay, so what do you... Because you have 2 bionic eyes, a bionic arm, a bionic heart, and 2 bionic legs. So you could use a bionic arm. Welcome wisely. Greetings! I'm early today. Woohoo! We give him a bionic ear. And a bionic spine. Would be good. Bionic stomach. Advanced artificial stomach. A set of sensors and chemical synthesizers efficiently digest nearly any energy-bearing food. Repairs any damage caused by the powerful acids. It is better than a biological stomach in almost every way. There you go. So, a couple bionic stomachs and ears would not be bad. What does it take to make 3 advanced components to make a bionic stomach? So I'm preparing for another flip, wisely, by the way. So basically I get to pick right 5 colonists to take to a, a new start that we'll have to do to get more of the map pieces that we need. And that quest is this one. Yeah. Sadly. I'm going to take the same 5 that I took this time because they're the most bionic, right? And then I can basically make them almost 100% bionic this time around. Which, as you know, having a bunch of bionic parts on a person is actually kind of powerful. Sadly, no brains. So one thing in RimWorld we cannot fix is a brain. A mod, yes, but not vanilla. Right. Alright, let's make... I want to make 2 bionic ears, 2 bionic stomachs. That's going to spend a lot of our components, but that will be our goal. My goal is to invest into the future. Into the future! Alright, we've got plenty of steel. It's time to build more turrets. We'll do something like that. What's the benefit? The only benefit is getting this right here, which is the Arco Nexus map part, and that is the alternate ending that was added with this DLC. And it's an ending that takes a very long time and very difficult to get to. Because you have to, like you said, you have to roll over each time to get that ending. So, I think the makers, right, people were launching rockets and they were getting to it too quickly. Because I could have launched a rocket like 5 times over, or 100 times over by now. But this one takes a good bit of time. And because we have to get to 350,000 colony value. And right now, I'm right at the perfect point. I'm like right at 310, 320,000. So I can start pumping out bionic parts, get everyone ready. As soon as we hit 300,000, we're good to go. We're out. Alright, little animal wants age reversal. Let's do that. Little animal was dead for like multiple years, so I don't blame him. I could not imagine that, Vasher. But then cold and all that is... Been a lot of weird stuff just going on. Just... It's been that way for the last 2 years. Ever since 2020, it has been weird. Everybody knows it. Everyone, like, maybe not openly be saying it, but they know, they feel it. It's been odd. And very bumpy for a lot of people. All sorts of things. Fears, worries. People getting a little squirrely. You know the game to play for an hour? Hello Kitty Island Adventure. I should have clicked that. Where did... I think it's one of my bears. I do know it. That is correct, mundo. Look at all the beautiful plasteel we're getting. Look at all of our drugs. God, isn't it glorious? I think everybody has a Bionic Heart already. So Bionic Heart, Bionic Heart, Bionic Heart. Jim does not, but Jim is experiencing hearing loss. So we need to give Jim some hearing. We'll give Vasher that bionic stomach. I wish I could take everybody, because I would make everybody bionic and take them, but... Oh well. Who else has bionic parts that I could take? Beetle has a bionic eye I can take. Let's do that. Yeah. G doesn't have anything. Happy doesn't. Why does he get a peg leg? My Little Pony Extreme Dance Off. I'm taking anybody to the Chop Shop. If Sai had something, I was going to remove it too. Peg leg? You mean bionic leg? Yeah. It's a bionic leg. In your imagination. Wait, what's happening? Wait, what happened? Wait, something just happened. Oh, a grizzly bear attacked a grizzly bear. Oh. Speaking of that meme you shared with the guy riding the horse wisely was great. That was great. Why are you riding the horse like that? It's not a horse, it's a unicorn! It's great. It's beautiful. Magical unicorn mayo. Madness. Oh, hey, by the way, Wisely, I know it's a bit late for you when I've been doing it. I can only do so much in the morning, sadly. But I know you know that I've been playing Dark Souls 3, right? And we're in New Game Plus, and I have almost gotten all the rings, and I'm getting very, very close to getting the Dark Soul achievement, actually, on Steam. So I will officially have mastered at least Dark Souls 3 in achievements. Yeah, that's what I've been doing. I've been doing all the NPC quests. I did the ring thing is a lot because you need all 107 of them, which is every ring from including New Game Plus. So you basically have to beat the game 3 times to get it. And some of the rings are very missable, right? So you'd have to start over. And I don't think I've missed any. And there's a lot of things you have to do to get Covenant related. Right, so I've still got to do some grinding for Covenant items to get certain miracles, pyromancies, stuff like that. Yeah. I've gotten lucky with a couple of things. We did some PvP. Yeah. And the PvP in Dark Souls is... it's as bad as you think it is, actually. But luckily, I got really lucky, actually, and got the Mimic Head. And I've got the Crystal Rapier from my second soul of the Crystal Witch, right? Or the Crystal Sage. And also the ring. So those 3 items increase my drop rate exponentially. So if I go farming, I can actually get stuff pretty quickly. Oh, it helps a lot. And in fact, when I got that Mimic Head, it was one of those, you know, I get that dumb luck streamer thing. And everybody in chat was like, what the hell? And it was, you know what's beautiful about it? Is I was like, man, I hope I get that Mimic Head when I kill this one. Because it was the first Mimic I killed in New Game Plus. I was like, man, I need that item. I hope I kill it and get it. And it happened. Like, I called it. It was beautiful. Because I wanted it to see me, because I wanted it to peep on me? Maybe. Maybe. I did. And that video was Correctamundo. Alright, operations. Let's install stomach. Install bionic stomach. We have 2 bionic stomachs. Mighty Jack. Muffalo Revenge. Oh. So, okay, the bear attacks a muffalo. Now, all these muffalos are mad and are going to run out here and then get shot by my uranium. Like, look at this. Let's watch this. Fresh meat! This is the future of DoorDash right here. They just send the animals to your door. That was everything I expected and wanted. Beautiful. Does Vasher have a bionic stomach yet? Nope. Alright, Mighty Jack he has a bionic arm and he has a power claw. I think keeping that power claw. He has no bionic eyes, so we need to also get him a bionic eye going. Alright, Vasher officially has a bionic stomach. Metabolism. I think that means you heal faster too. The meat nodes with a side of fur. That's right. Alright, that's happy. Let's I just gotta prioritize these bionic parts. Bionic stomach in. Beautiful. What is the total wealth of my colony? 125. So we are going up slowly. And then factions, the ones the most important to me are all my allies. Good to know. Alright, Jim needs ears. Install Bionic right, we'll do right ear. Yeah, faction-based proximity. I gotta make sure the next base I pick is kind of far away. Ah, that sucks, Vasher. Well, you have kind of optimized for your trade, so... Install Bionic right eye. What's that, Wisely? I feed it to my bears. I feed the parts to my bears. My bears. Well, some of the parts, it doesn't actually, like, give me an eye or a stomach, for instance, but, actually, come to think of it, yeah, it doesn't get... I've sold my hearts, the last one, because the last colony I replaced, and we kept, like, the original hearts, but, things like the limbs and stuff I don't keep. Alright, does Jim have a bionic ear? He does have a bionic ear. Nice. His manipulation is up to 152%. That is insane. I think the spine helps with manipulation too. So Vasher needs 2 ears and a spine. And also, wisely, kind of dive a little bit deeper into that. If you can see my giant animal kingdom, why would I not keep my bears happy, considering that they basically run the colony? I mean, have you seen the generations of bears? I'm on my 207th bear. Because I'm not naming them, so they just keep going up in numbers. I have many, many bears. I have had many, many bears. And I will say, Wazzy, they are OP. God, I love it. The cuddle puddle. Oh, that reminds me. Wisely, you know Dark Souls, the little goops that will like land on you if you go like grab an item? You have to kill them with fire bombs and stuff. You know those things? Vasher named them. They're called cuddle puddles. And that was so good, I was like, that's gonna stick. Player's terrible aging. You have an uncovered groin. Why are you... Wait, hold on. Why are you not... Make little animal pants. My goodness. Left ear. Bionic left ear. I gotta heal the mangle scar, but I want to keep the savant that Jim's got. Because I can get rid of the scar without affecting that, I'm pretty sure. In fact, let's do that. Plenty of advanced components. Alright, I guess I should focus on, does anybody need limbs? We need one bionic leg. For a little animal. And Jim needs a bionic. He's got a bionic eye, 2 ears, 2 arms, a spine, and a leg. So we need 2 legs. 2 bionic legs. You need a bionic leg as well. 3 bionic legs. Hey. GG, boys. This reminds me, I should probably... Nah. OP much? No. I have no idea what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about, Wisely. I'm definitely mastering the game. I'm getting there. Is that combat caravans? They might have bionic stuff for us to buy. They have medicine. We could sell them a whole bunch of drugs. And they have a charge rifle that's normal. That's it, really. So I'm not even going to be able to sell them all my drugs. Sadly. Well, more silver for me. Actually, next colony, because I think, was it Happy was recommending desert. So I think, I'm thinking desert. No matter what, for sure will be naked brutality, for sure. I don't know if I'm going to keep Phoebe or... Because I haven't actually managed to do a colony like this, Randy Random. I finally have gotten used to Phoebe. Right. But Randy Random I have not. I've already done Cassandra. That was the first one I did. Cassandra we did knock out. That was my first rocket. And that was before this DLC as well. But I'm thinking, because one thing I haven't done is the hard, like, I'm blood and dust, so I'm the hardest. Because I kept trying to find that point where it's just right on the cusp, you know? And now I want to try to push a little bit more. I think this will pretty much be the only time I go for this alt ending because it is very long. Sadly. But honestly, a naked brutality, and then I've got to pick an ideology to go with, and I'm not too sure what that would be. Maybe just like a... Oh! I don't know if it's going to be naked brutality. I should try a primitive run to get to the end of the version you're doing now. Yeah, there's a couple things I like. I want to do like a modded where there's anime waifus and cat girls, and then I want to be a man's supremacist thing where our women are forced to be nude, so we're gonna go like enslave anime waifus. I want to do a meme run. Like, we're gonna have a couple meme runs. We're gonna have to, and that's definitely gonna be one of them. And the mods are gonna help make that just a little bit more possible. Other attackers are tentacle monsters? Maybe. Where's the fire? No fire. No fire. But everyone's getting bionic parts. Welcome, happy. Alright, we have a bionic leg. Let's put that in. You've got 2 bionic legs. You do not, okay. Install right leg. Install right bionic leg. There we go. The Rumpelrost. The Rumpelrost. By the way, Happy, have you seen one of these? Also, why is he always telling me you don't like the DLC? Something with the ideology you do not like? Tell me. Share with me. Was it you? Someone told me they didn't like the DLC. I thought it was you. I could be mistaken. I could dumbass myself. What am I talking about? I'm mixing things up again, probably.
Dumbass!
Okay. Nope. That is okay, though. You should play the DLC, by the way. I need a weapon storage room. I have one. Or I need a new storage room. Well, I have weapons. I do need a new one, don't I? It's because the you know what? We have text. Let's just send some stuff. That'll work. That'll empty everything. We have a bunch of bear skin. Let's send let's send the camel hide and pig skin. That'll help empty up some of our space. Now I'm trying to remember who had told me that now. Maybe I'm getting old. I'm starting to forget things. I'm getting old, chat. It's kind of freaking me out and bothering me that I don't remember. Alright, we have the trader. Let's go talk to you. I'm not allowed to say that until at least I'm 30. Is that so? I guess everyone here would call me a baby, wouldn't they? Oh, advanced components. Wisely, I am a baby. Baby. A big baby. But I'm getting old, Wisely. How can I be a baby if I'm old? I'm gonna save 100 smoke leaf. babies get old? Do babies get old? Alright. I could sell some of these calves. I have 4 of them. Let's sell 2 of them. Can I buy anything else? No. 300? Let's do that. There we go. That's a lot of silver. I want to... You know what's funny is that... What the hell is this? Why is there so much bear and horse meat here? What the hell is happening? What's going on here? I think I need to increase my freezer. Let's make more meals, I guess. Let's do 10 more meals. Time to make a room of meat. God dang. Okay, we have another bionic leg with a meat throne. A meat throne. Alright, let's make a bionic spine as well. Alright, age reversal demands. Play demands treatment. Well, at least it's not available. I guess we could expand the fridge. Raw food. I can allow. I'll allow all meats in here. It's just low priority. That way this stuff can be hauled. At least it's in a fridge, so at least the bears will eat it. Like, if I can't fit it in my fridge, at least let the bears eat it. Generate free energy forever without using fuel. This technology is developed by Architects. Oh. It would like 91 components for that power cell. 91 components. I have that. The recon armor is meh, and the uranium is meh. But that power cell. Wait, what? Hold on. There must be a hidden area over here, because we have a raid. It's happened again! It happened again! Oh my god, okay. So, we're being raided. Hold on. Lavish meal caused food poisoning. Okay. I don't... Oh. Oh, there they are. Why did it point me up? Holy shit, how many people is this? I want to know. Okay, it's 55. It's 56 people. Okay. Let's go that way. Oh, there go my uranium turrets. Oh, they're gonna kill a little calf. My bears are coming. Mow them down, boys! Mow them down! Fresh meat for the bears. Who needs kill boxes anymore? Just make the whole map, you know, your kill box. Wesley, did you do uptime forgetting that you needed to be up, dog? Did you just do that? So I'm not the only one that forgets. Plus, you love that command. You fell for your own trap. It does happen. So what are these guys doing? I don't even know what's happening right now. Are they gonna try to bust through this? Oh, they're now fleeing. Okay. All right, do we want any of these people? Staggeringly ugly, annoying voice, but is tough. Okay. Nimble. We can save our calf, it looks like, too. A lot of them are, they're missing arms and legs. The uranium slugs just were blowing off their arms and legs. It was a massacre. It really was. No wonder they're retreating. They're like, nope. Nope. Not worth. Save the calf. Okay. Good tent. Well, all these people are gonna die in like 2 hours. I don't need any of them. Not even for slaves. We'll save the calf. Calf saved. Grizzly bear died though. 204. Oh, there's another calf being saved. Oh. They left 400 silver. That's nice of them. Now, my freezer should be full. That was a big, big army of people. Oh, we got a bionic spine and a bionic leg now. Okay. So you have stomach? You have stomach. Compact machinery? Alright. Sure, I'll take free components. Sure. Alright, let's install bionic stomach. Where is the bionic stomach? I'm blind. Can I install a denture jaw? We have a... Oh, no, we don't have the stomach finished. Never mind. I see. For the quest, I don't know if I need that battery pack, though. It doesn't... I can't take it with me. And something like that's only really good in, like, the beginning. I'm not sure how much power it generates, but... Even if it's a geothermal generator, it's... We could just make another geothermal generator. Honestly. Yeah, I've tried. That's not going to do anything. One, I don't have... I'd have to have a muffalo and take that animal, pack it with stuff for the caravan, cancel the caravan, have them not unpack it, and then I guess bring that animal. If it can carry that weight. I think that's how we bring some items. But I didn't need to bring items last time. Meh. Get them to 100. There we go. And there's still a lot of stuff in here, so let's do that. Look at all this silver. We have 12,916 silver. I want to buy bionic limbs. Install right bionic leg. Let's do that. I think a spine helps manipulation, so we should install a spine in you as well. Oh, it's finished. So we got rid of the scar, but we still kept the savant. Look at Jim's manipulation at 150%. That is a beautiful thing. He also needs a bionic leg, though. F damn. Alright, who else demands H reversal? Play does. Do I expand this? I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I want to. Did we? Wow, we already mined the machinery and harvested it. And all the bodies are in the freezer. Universal cables. Universal cables, Apex. Ooh, we can get more advanced components, sure. More regular components, sure. Glitter medicine, sure. Okay, here we go. We can buy a power claw. We can buy some gold, it looks like. Meh. I'm not worried about the gold. I can't think of anything else, and I can't sell. Let's get rid of that. Sure. Give me more silver. Alright. Little animal, are you done with your surgery? I'm gonna wait until the anesthesia is wore off before I put in. Do I need to? Nah, let's install Bionic Spine. Let's do it. I bought 3 advanced components from you. Oh, you got confusion. From the... God! Bless it. I feel kind of, I wouldn't say bad, but if everybody's bionic in the start, I'm wondering, because we can like start up really quickly, we can dig inside of a mountain, do all that kind of stuff, like kind of like we've done before. Mountain bases are really OP. Yeah, you gotta deal with infestations, but the more and more I've played on a mountain, the more I realize that they are very, very nice. You lost rescue. That's unfortunate. Right. Alright, so we're making a bionic stomach. We have a bionic stomach there. Alright, so you do not have stomach. Install bionic stomach. You now have bionic spine. Your manipulation when you wake up should be like 120% or something. I bet these guys look so crazy now too. With all the bionic parts. We still need one more bionic arm for Vasher, and he needs 2 ears. Ears and a spine. Give everyone a stomach, everyone a heart and a spine. And then we can do all the small stuff. Then we can start making marine armor. And then we'll start giving everybody marine armor. And again, we've already done all of our research. I'll wait for one of these machines to reset, then we'll get Play's age reversal. We're mining those resources. I don't really need to expand anything. I love that we can send dead bodies to people. Let's not do all of our blue fur. Let's do like... Let's do 500. Go keep our allies strong. There's nothing else on the map that we can interact with that I need at the moment. We've got our ambrosia sprouts and all that's going. We got plenty of uranium. I could build more security turrets. We were doing pretty well kind of already. But we can do a little bit more. A little bit more will not hurt. Do something like that. That's gonna be a pretty damn strong bit of defense, and I could put in more of these little small fry turrets too. Yeah, let's put in a couple more inside in case we get an infestation. Actually. Put 2 outside the door. That'll be pretty good. So if we ever have prisoners break out, they'll get shot at least. Our main hallway is super secure. Our main food income is super secure. Some of our drugs are good. We've got 2 huge steel deposits we can kick on at any moment if we need the steel. I'll go ahead and do that, let that one finish. And we have a buttload of deposits that we found. We got steel there. Plasteel. Fair bit of silver, too. Jade. Yeah, fair bit of silver. My bears, man. My bears. My bears are the best. Alright, we have another bionic stomach. Play has his. Jim does not. Little animal does not. So we only need 1 more bionic stomach. Of course, we will need another bionic spine. I never have to worry about predators in this game. Never. There are no predators on this map besides me. Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's so damn good. Also for security, let's do some limestone spike traps. And then we can do some marble ones over here. My bears need to be registered. That'll be a bit better. Sweet. Let them build all that. Let that catch up while we're doing that. Oh, we have it marked that we're hunting. We don't need to hunt anything at the moment. Everyone's work schedule is fine. All this is fine. I'll make sure that people pick up glitter medicine too before I go. That'll be a biggie. This body modification that we get from our religion is only +3. Wow, a bunch of your rivals died apparently from that last raid too. So Vasher's super ecstatic. That's amazing. I think I'm gonna give you a power claw, Vasher. Instead of another bionic arm. I'm thinking. Look at all that devil strand. Look at all the mushrooms. Can't do anything with them. Alright, we can turn back on lavish meals though, since that food poisoning is done with. And in fact, let's clean the dirt. There we go. You're not Dr. Zoidberg? But I can make you it. I can make you whatever I want. I could take off all your bionic parts and call you Nubby. But I'm not going to do that. Or the Nubster. Forced laziness, that's right. Okay. Look at these stats though. Look at this. This is insane. Alright, let's install a spine. God, I do love RimWorld. I think I'm gonna definitely make this my game for a while. I said it before, and so far the journey has been great, and we're gonna keep doing it. We've got like a lot of meme runs to do, challenge runs. It's gonna be nice. Oh, spine's been installed. Look at that. An advanced artificial spine. I'm I'm assuming the only perk to changing all the body parts to bionic ones is that the parts are stronger. Right, will be a lot more durable. And like, we can't get a bad back from age. We can't get any gut worms or anything because of the bionic stomach. We can't get any RD blockages with the Bionic Heart. We don't get any age issues either. Alright, we need one bionic stomach, and of course, we do need bionic eyes, and eyes are pretty good. Let's get... I at least see 2 eyes that I'm going to need, or 3. Yeah, Mighty Jack's only got 1 eye at the moment. This will be the last stomach that we need. Alright. Ooh, this is up. Oh, we need power. Oh my, oh my, oh my. I'm gonna do it like that so that if something explodes and gets cut off, it won't be an issue. That's a lot of firepower. I kind of want to see one of those raids again like we had with the 53 people. I want to see that again. That's really satisfying to watch. We can't breach anything. Can't do anything against my proper defense. Alright, we got some extra spike traps. Fence is getting all that uranium. I could make another pair. I could make another 4 uranium turrets, and if I did that, it would look very penile. And it would just destroy. It would destroy. The boned zone. Bingo. A touche for that name. That is 100% correct. The bone zone. You know, that sounds like something that would hang up, or that would be something on a sign, right? That you would hang up in like a studio or a room of a porn set. You know, like in the 80s. Like, say all that was going on. He's got like he's still got the porn stash, and he's got like a sign up there, like while he's got his camera equipment going, "This is the bone zone." I don't know why, but that's just what comes to mind. He's got the glasses too. Alright. Get that stomach. Right. I think ears are going to be the most difficult thing. The eyes are going to be nice because it's going to make their accuracy insane for the guns. Yeah, space proximity. Meh. Let's get a stack over here for the stockpile of uranium. So that... when we decide to make marine armor, we have it ready to go. Why is Thrumbo highlighted when I put UR? That makes no sense. The hell? Yeah, Vasher's movement is 131%. So it seems like the Bionic Spine isn't doing anything, like it's not buffing any stats. I guess it's preventative is what the Bionic Spine is doing. Kind of like the stomach is, the stomach is at least increased metabolism. And the heart increases blood pumping. Right. I guess we shouldn't make... So, we want the marine armor to be fresh and last a while. Looks like we could wait... Nah, they need it. I'm also going to have to switch and make play not a researcher, but an installer, because we'll need to do that when we switch over. So that's going to be a bit awkward. Let's do actual marine armor. Alright, let's do that. Can we close all this crap for a moment, please? Thank you. And then marine armor. Do that. And then, since that's being made, I need to change... Yeah, I want to, force that lance. Manage outfit. Select new outfit. This. So for armor, I do not want you guys to wear that. Right? And then, manage outfits. You're wearing marine armor. Nothing else. Go for headgear. For headgear, it's not here. Is it under... Ah, this headgear. Okay. Right. Basically, I'm making you a bionic space marine, yeah. In a roundabout way. I gave Jim bionic ears, and he can't use them. Oh, there's the fire. In the smoke leaf area. But because he's a savant, he has no hearing. Oh, that's unfortunate now, isn't it? There are still components out here that have not been picked up. And silver! It's because it's in here. Yes. Yes, there is. They're the pipes that I was using before Apex. Remember when I was doing the auto crafting? Those pipes were the item pipes that were like zooming. right eye. So we need to install a left eye. Install left bionic eye. Left bionic eye must be installed. Also need to make a marine helmet. Ooh, and since I did this, I can actually reinstall this here, actually. And this was for a flak vest. Right, that way we can store that armor right here. So they could just keep crafting, they don't have to run somewhere, it's all efficiently right there in front of them. That's what I like. That's what I like! Seems like we are having some power issues. Kick up, my windmills. Kick up. Play and Fens have got gut worms. And you have a bionic stomach. But Fence has got gut worms. So Play did not get any gut worms because of that. Nice. That's a beautiful thing right there. Did we just kill a bear? What the hell happened? I love how there's like no grass or trees right here too. It's from all the Pokemon. God, I love it. I love it so much. Alright, so you need a spine. Spine and ears. When I do turnover to the new colony, they're gonna be like so over the moon because they're gonna have like all this modded stuff and like all their expectations will be different. It's gonna be really nice, actually. You know, we could use a slave just for cleaning. 27 fine meals. Sure. Marine armor. Alright. Solar flare. Just won't let me do what I want. Oh, we're at 360,000 in value. Oh my god. Well, we can't accept that quest, so we just gotta get ready to leave now. We just gotta get ready to depart. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I at least want everyone to have marine armor like I did last time. I'm in the position where I could give everybody Bionic. We're pretty much there. I might as well finish. I'm gonna have to pick which animals I take too. Freaking solar flare! Oh. More glitter medicine. Ooh, skill trainer, constructor. Ooh. Well, we can buy a Bionic Eye. Okay, that'll make my life easier. And another lance. Let's definitely do that. I cannot sell any drugs to them. I definitely want the lance. Glitter medicine. Hyperweave. Nah. Right. Okay. Where is, where's that lance I just bought? Ah, there it is. We'll get little animal equipped it. Okay, good. That's fine. That works out. All these solar flares and everything and the zits are slowing me down. Check to break addictions? Yes, that's a good point. We did have an addiction last time. You don't have an addiction to anything. Play, gym, little animal, so no addictions. And then gear. We're gonna make marine armor for everybody. We can make charged like rifles. Another, again with the dirty cooking area. With food poisoning, damn. Right. So I need to do that. So you should come and put this on. Because it's available. Wisely's putting it on. That is something I do not want. Okay. You had marine armor on too already. What the hell? So Vasher. Mighty Jack is putting it on. That's okay. Alright, the Mighty Jack is leader, so manage select outfit, Mighty Jack. Let's do... You shouldn't be wearing any of that, unfortunately, and then... I don't care about any of this, but you should, yeah, have the marine armor. And then for headgear, you're wearing your religious thing, which is made of plasteel. Okay, cool. Alright, that works. Go ahead and do that. And you've got a smoke popper. You look creepy with the two bionic eyes, but with the mustache, actually. Hmm. Alright, you're off to go put on that armor. Good. We have a combat supplier. I was talking about Mighty Jack, but I would never. Minigun. Ah, you have a marine helmet. I do want that. Make my life a bit easier. More components? Sure. Apex put that on. Do not need you to wear that. Why did you wear that? So we are one, apparently. That's a problem. That's why I'm watching this, because I've got to kind of get that situated, because I want to make sure only 5 people are wearing marine armor. Ah, that psychic drone is killing me. I wish I could take this infinite chem fuel reactor. That thing is useful, man. Maybe we do chain like a Muffalo and try to take some items with us, because it would be helpful. I can make sure that everybody takes medicine. That's super useful. So like Jim, Mighty Jack. Let's get everyone with glitter medicine. That way they're carrying that glitter medicine. You still have an excellent weapon. Ah, you put on the helmet like I wanted. Sweet. Okay, do not. Do not do that. He was trying to break my advanced components. No. Yeah, that's unacceptable. They're on 10 health. No. No. It's a 10. I hit 12 components. Okay, you are not... make you a leader. Right. Okay. All that is fine. The food poisoning is also not helping. All my bears have got the flu. Great. Let's go equip that chain shotgun. Little Animal is really good in melee, so I should get him a shotgun. Can the robo stomachs get food poisoning? I think so, yes. It's mainly increases metabolism, and which helps with healing and prevents gut worms. That's the biggie. So Jim should have that. And then you have marine armor. You have marine armor. You have marine armor. You have marine armor. Jim just needs... There's marine armor here. Huh. Very interesting. Who's starving? Fens? Yeah, it's because he's sleeping in the gut. It's the gut worms. It's the gut worms. Okay, we have another bionic eye we can install. So let's go ahead and do that on play. His right eye. Okay. I don't care about that. Right. So all the people that I want to have marine armor have marine armor. They have to wear certain headgear because of their religion, so I can't do that. Unfortunately. And they're even making an extra set of marine armor. And now we can make the rest of the bionic part. And then we can go. I'm definitely more prepared this time around. It needs one more bionic ear. Seems like I need a couple more bionic arms. I should have probably done arms before eyes. That's Jim. Could use another eye. He's got a left eye. Let's give him a right eye. Chickens join. I don't need chickens. That's lovely, but I do not need them. Don't need pin. Don't need pin because they're all gonna die. Right. Speaking of wildlife, there's a mega sloth. That's a pack animal. Let's see if we can tame a mega sloth. That way we can put items on them. And then take them. That's what I'm going to try to do, to take the items. And if it fails, then it's fine. I got to make sure it doesn't lower the value of the colony either. Both eyes, both ears. Only one bionic leg? Oh, I'm missing. Wait, Jim's missing a bionic leg? Do I know what digital miner is for mechanism? I do. I do actually indeed, Apex. I don't know if it's, I don't think it's, I think SevTech cuts that off though. Or that's what I was told. You can try it, but I never tried. But I do know of it. I've used it before. I love that digital miner. Wait, food poisoning. Wait a minute. There's a food poisoning issue and a half. It's very bothersome. Oh, Jubilee soon. It will need power. As for setting it up, you just put it up in an area, like say on the planet. You give it power, and then you have to kind of tinker with the settings inside of it. And it typically you need one ore of what you want, and then that way you can tell it specifically, hey, mine this ore. You can tell it to mine all ores or a specific ore. But it's all done inside the digital miner. But it does need power. And I think there's like range upgrades and stuff you can do for it. Oh, sweet baby Jesus. Right. Well, I don't think I'm going to have to deal with that. Because I'm just going to leave the colony to where I don't have to deal with that. Because that's a lot of centipedes. That's 12 centipedes. Yeah, no. It could be doable if it was all like close quarters. If I like surrounded them and I called in backup maybe, but nah, we'll just let them be. We'll let the AI deal with whatever that is. Pens is starving again. Keeps having malnutrition. Freaking gutworms are just so annoying. A lot of named animals. Alright, so there's 2 thrumbos, male and female, that are both bonded with Vasher and a grizzly bear. So that's actually perfect for bringing. Alright, that's a helmet. We'll get that helmet finished. Yeah, we'll be bringing Zelda along. Yeah, we'll be doing the turnover here actually really, really soon. And since that is the case, I need to go ahead and switch the social. So you need to be an installer of truth. Which is going to cause some issues, but I don't have a choice. Installer. Then you can wear marine armor. Okay. Oprah G was trying to tame it, and then the Mega Sloth is trying to attack her. Okay. Alright, well, I tried to tame the Mega Sloth. Oh well. Oh well. Alright, this got finished, so this can be allowed. Alright, we'll do this ritual to give everyone a nice mood buff. We'll go ahead and make sure everyone's got the style that I want. Why are you not wearing the installer thing? The head wrap, why? Oh, because I let you wear the other things. There, I'll fix that. Should probably hit it first also, with Oprah G and the Mega Sloth. Maybe. It's a possibility. Alright, so we don't have to worry about this. Alright. Marine helmet is made. I could put that marine helmet on play. That would work. I kind of... Maybe we just deal with that, Maybe we just deal with that. I'd like to use that marine helmet that's there. That would be nice. She likes to hear the hurt sound of me too, so... 21 more minutes? No. Minesweeper. It's a good game. Okay, what do we need? I think, was it Jim needed a bionic arm? No, bionic leg. We need one bionic leg. And I see that we need one eye as well. Right. I wonder if there's a mod for nipple cannons in this. Probably not. Okay, at least everyone's got the stomach. Jim doesn't have the heart. I'd love to install the two more bionic hearts. I kind of want to do that and last as long as I can from this. Like, because it's spreading, we're just going to keep kind of dealing with things until then. Cougar did not win. Did not win. Because we're in such an opportunity where nothing is super pressing and we can keep making bionic parts to make our next leap better. So I'm going to take advantage of that. Since we don't have to do it, we're going to keep doing this. We can get bionic hearts. That'll help with like any diseases that we might get, like plague or malaria, because of the filtration, and blood pumping. And everybody will have bionic eyes, so that'll help everyone's shooting capability. And then arms and legs. You need one leg. You need an arm. Arms and legs. And then Vasher needs another arm. We could make the power claw. Play's got 7 melee and Vasher's got 8. Alright, let's do Jubilee. No, in this game it actually improves your manipulation of things. So it actually improves it. Ah, the insect jelly popped up over there. Ah, how nice. That's one of our religious holidays. That was a rave called Jubilee. You get like a mood buff and everything, and if you don't do it, you get like because it's kind of expected to do it and celebrate it. It's really, really good, actually. All right, Bionic Left Leg. Let's get that installed. Look at all that steel. Look at all the leather. So, I'm slaughtering my bears. My bears are reproducing so fast that it's keeping my fridge full of meat. And this is why I have so much bear leather. I'm farming bears. I love bears, man. I love them so much in this. Wow. We can't eat our Pokemon either. That's amazing. Right. So the only thing non-bionic on Jim is the heart. Actually. He'd be 100% bionic if I get a heart. Well, that's the beauty, is that demand only comes about when you progress a certain amount in the research tree. So I don't believe we'll have to fulfill that. So that'll be fine. Install Bionic Left Eye. Again, Vasher, your mood is always like maxed out. I bet you do. Actually, I'm going to give you the Bionic Power Claw. So you have a bionic arm on your right shoulder, so we need left. Install Power Claw left hand. Do that. Oh yeah, I can't say I have. Ooh, sounds painful. I have 5 Druid Seeds. This is disgusting how much stuff I have. The bionic eyes on little animal with that hat makes it look like he's wearing glasses. It looks very steampunky. It's actually kind of funny. Alright, 2 bionic hearts is what we need. 2 bionic hearts. I wonder if you get like something special happen if everything is bionic, that you can put bionic on a person. At any moment we can go. This is just expanding. All exceptional bionic parts would be nice. Yeah. There are even better parts that are bionic. They're the... hold on, what's it called? Arco. The Arcotech. We get to get Arcotech limbs, which is... they're slightly better than the bionics that we can make. But you can only get them by, like, buying them and stuff. Or, like, salvaging. There's a few items like that in this game that you can only get via purchasing or trading that are really exceptional. Or quest. I think, if you go like ancient ruins stuff, you can find them too. I think. there's a lot of steel over here. Let's get this heart made. Make that heart. I've still got 2 sealed doors in that ancient ruin. With these, I don't think they go anywhere. I can check, but I'm fairly confident they don't go anywhere. Yeah, nothing in there. Yeah, nothing there. Sadly. Alright, now we have a Bionic Heart. Now we're going to give that to Jim. Install Bionic Heart. And then he'll have 2 legs, 2 eyes, 2 ears, spine, stomach, and heart. That's everything. Absolutely everything that I can replace. There's like prosthetic stuff we can make as well. But it's just worse versions. That's incredible. I'm excited for that. Jim is officially our first full cyborg. Yep, there's a heart. Ah, look at this quest. Another infinite chem maker. Right. Look at that. That looks so cheaty, doesn't it? But I legitimately got all that. Oh, that's amazing. God, I love it. It's so good. We need more advanced components, but I would love to make another heart. Because I want to give the little animal a heart. And again, we're not pressed, so it'd be cool if a big raid came and actually aggroed these guys, and then like the big raid fought them. This could probably take them if I like started mortaring this, but since I know we're about to do it, it could like lower our value. Which is getting close to 400,000. There's just no need for me to do that. Okay, for animals, which animals am I gonna take? Let me write this down. So we're taking the bonded animals, which it'll appear. And we can take Zelda, which is pregnant, and Killer, and then the grizzly bear, which is male. So we need to take a female grizzly, preferably one that's pregnant. So we'll take grizzly bear 212. Right? And then that's 4 animals, and we can take we'll take another female bear. We could take another Pokemon, but I'm gonna take another female bear because the bears are really good. We'll take 216 as well. 212 and 216 are what we want for bears. Okay. What is this? It's as though I've left the weak flesh behind. He's transformed. Transhuman is transformed. Wait, that's different. No. Okay. Never mind. I think Bionic Heart takes 4 advanced components. Okay. Ooh, sorry. Did not mean to hit my microphone. Can we talk about this bedroom? Can we talk about this bedroom? Full of steel. This is incredible. Absolutely incredible. Scanned more silver. Alright, once his heart is done, we're off. That is the plan. We're going to install little animal, let his anesthesia wear off. So that'll be a sec, and then we're off. Unfortunately, we'll be leaving behind Apex, Wisely, Happy, OPG, Beetle, Fens, and Psy. Unfortunately. If I could take more, I would, and I would make everybody more bionic, but... oh well. Unfortunately. In fact, let's kind of push this a little bit. Let's push it. It's okay. Fence is starving again. Why does Fence keep starving? Stop starving yourself. 30. Poor Vasher. Sorry, Vasher. Install Bionic Heart. Let's do it. Let's do it, do it. Boom. Bionic Heart installed. Cool beans. That's awesome. Nope, just need him to get feeling a little bit better. A little bit better. Sadly, no. I think I've got a body modifier, but actual transhumanist, no. Yeah, see, we got a body modder. That's it. Alright, let's see if you have any body parts real quick. Do you have any body parts for me? I can sell 2 hearts. Nope. None of this. None of this is needed. Okay. Has your anesthesia wore off? No. Let you not be woozy. Right. So, now we do a flip. And basically what that means is 5 people, 5 animals, and it will start us like a crash landing. And then that's another bulk trader? Oh, the ship. Oh, hello. Do you have any body parts? Ooh, you have another lands. Hello. Cool. I'll take that. Sure. Three of my people got lances too. Well, it should be yes, but what Wiley's talking about is that the beauty of this religion, right? So you can, if they also have a trait, so you get like double benefits. If they also had transhumanists here, they would get like this huge mood buff that would be like super insane. Static is wearing off. Like your mood buff? Yes. But you're not, your mood buff is your mood buff is mostly because of the animals, the bonding of your animals, and you're getting lovin' from play. That's why your mood is through the roof. Okay. Here we go. It is time. Okay. We need to accept Vasher, play, Mighty Jack, Little Animal, and Gem. Okay. Finn was the bear we needed. Zelda. What was your other bonded animal? Do you remember? Was it killer for sure? Okay. Should be female and pregnant. No? No. Female, not pregnant. Okay, hold on. Cancel. Oh, Zelda's the one pregnant. Okay, so yeah, it is. Okay, never mind. I'm wrong. It is Zelda and Killer. Okay. Okay. It just... I thought Killer was the pregnant one. I don't know why, but I did. Alright, play Mighty Jack, Little Animal, and Gem. So just to be sure. Okay. Fandom, we want Grizzly Bear, 212 and 216. So that's the bears covered, and then we want Zelda and Killer. Yeah, it's understandable. Okay. Now we get to pick our location. It needs to be in a mountain, and we can't be too close to this. So I'm gonna think, and I want to be able to communicate with these. So maybe let's go up here. Because this will be close enough. Slate and sandstone. That's right. You have to do that every single time. But you get to pick 5 colonists and 5 animals to come with you. This will be the second time I've done this now in this save. So you have to keep doing that to get the big final ending for the DLC. Because basically you're selling your base to get a super rare map part, which is that Archotech map piece. Which is kind of like in Borderlands at the Pandora's Vault. It's like the big thing. No, you lose everything. You have to start from scratch. The only benefit, right, is because of the 5 colonists I picked, they still have high skills. They're bionic, right? I have the animals. So that's my perk. That's why I've been doing this one playthrough for so long, is that it takes a long time. Sandstone and granite. Limestone, slate, and granite. No. I have to go for mountain because 2 reasons. One, if I die, all my progress to get this ending is gone. And I don't want that. That's going to be our challenge run, which is going to be a completely different thing where we're not going for this DLC ending. And 2, I need a mountain base because my people worship mushrooms and I need mushrooms. So we have to be in a mountain. I have permadeath on. I've not committed 50 hours plus to all these playthroughs. We're gonna get the DLC ending, by God. Alright, I'm gonna go here. I think this is a good place. We're on the coast. I'll be able to trade and do things with these guys, so we should be fine. Okay. Kinship of this has the last piece of the map passed down from the time of their ancestors via the chasm. They'll trade it to you for a wealthy new colony along with recorded research. As before, the map part is encoded. In order to decode it, you must study it correct. So we have to do it one more time, and then that's it. This one is much bigger. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, here is a huge cave, like right. So how do I want to do this? No. So it looks like the only mountainous area is this area right here. These two areas. So basically this will be our base. And then we can build out accordingly. Yeah, I think yeah, it must be placed under a thick roof. So yeah, this will be where I have to put my mushrooms. Southeast corner. There is a build limit right here, so I can't go fully. Because this is like where enemies can spawn in, is why it's that way. So I can have this, which is, say, 35 by 60, roughly. And then this is 27 by, like, 50. But we also have this mountain we'll have access to. We have two, like, good choke, or, you know, we could defend ourselves. This is going to be a lot more difficult. This is going to be a lot more difficult. This one looks dirty. It's surrounded by, like, water. Right. Where are we landing? Right by that. Yeah. So you like see why is it like our research tree starts over? Everything is anew. Looks Fowler. Okay. So we're gonna make this where we sleep for now. Let's do a stockpile zone up here. Alright, and that'll be that. And chop that down. And then what we'll do is we'll be sleeping in here, and then I can work on getting the stone production and all that. Let them do all their hauling and all that jazz. We'll do that. And then we need animal sleeping spots. Like so. Do that. I know we have steel available to us on this map. Where is it? Do we not drop down with any steel? Well, I have to mine. I might have to mine some. That won't be a problem because we can mine pretty fast. Alright. Let's do that. At least we build everything quite quickly. This is our upside. Right, so we have granite. Yeah, we have granite here. Alright, let's do that until we have 350. Okay, so I need to think about what I want to be doing. It is currently winter, so we can't grow anything. So we need to work on a fridge, and we need to go to grow our mushrooms. So the way we'll do that is I'll probably use... So this will be the area for our mushrooms. So I needed something temporarily, so we need to make the fridge and bedrooms. So we're going to want as much of this mountain as possible for mushrooms. And because of that... That's true, Vasher. We'll build around the mountain, will be the logic. So, we'll plan a fridge. So let's think. Let's do... I want to go... something like that. And then we'll have like a little extra kitchen over here. Right, and then it'll connect out into the mushroom thing. So we're building the base we had before, but the mushroom thing, it'll be upside down. We don't have any components. Let's go ahead and do that. Put our components there. Then we need to get a windmill going so we can get power. That'll give us a buttload. In case like someone throws a tantrum, we'll do that. Okay. Do something like that. Then we'll do something like that. How do I want to do temperature? We'll do something like that for now. Furniture would be our power. Throw that there. And then production is, we want an electric stove. Something like that. And then now we want to do, so this can be where our windmills go. Farming and like windmills. And then my goal is to build we can build everyone's sleeping areas over here. I'm gonna reckon so we can build the homes here so that we have like a rec room, and then so they come in, get their food, and then they can go. I'll build a rec room like over here. So if that's the case, Then our windmills be like out here. This is fertile soil, I believe, right? Yeah, that's fertile soil, so we can actually use that. Alright, so let's get a wind turbine, and we can do something like... do something like this. Alright, everyone's sleeping. Yeah, they're missing real form, which is a religious thing. We need a dumping zone. Let's put that over here for now. And don't allow fresh corpses. Perfect. Animals. There we go. Low food. I know. I'm working on it. Recreation. Let's do that. Social fight. Little animal insulted Vasher's construction skills. That is not a good time for that. Jesus. So we need to do something like that right there. This will be the bedrooms. Perfect. Perfect. I don't need the animals to have... They can go take care of their own food, so we need to clear to where they have no access to this. area. The bears can luckily go out and hunt for themselves, so. Go ahead and get a lot of this hauled out of our way so it's not giving us a mood debuff. Of course, I gotta get this kitchen up. We gotta go. We got a base to build. Things to do. Mushrooms to grow. So they want more recreation. So I'm gonna need to do something like this. Excavate tree. Interesting. Insulting spray. Yeah. Just get this stuff made. You guys will get a proper room and you'll be happy. Everyone's mood is getting a little... Thought we trapped a bunny in our fridge. Oh, that's comical. They are zooming around. They got a new base to make. And stop with the social fighting. Oh, what's this? Oh, we found gold ore. Oh, cool. That's pretty early gold. Cannot build on that. Okay. Which means we'll have to have a different bedroom somewhere. That's a bit awkward. Maybe we'll turn this into a prison or something, so we'll just mine out this and then turn the rest of this into a bedroom. For now, we're gonna have to make do. I know. Stop with the insulting sprees. That sound with the pump of the laser rifle. Oh my god. That was amazing. Alright. Awful bedroom. Wait, did this not get mined? No, it did not. Okay. Alright, I want... Plays on a tantrum? All of their moods really just are breaking, aren't they? Good God. I swear. Stop with the social fighting! Mighty Jet called Vasher a caterpillar. Jesus. Oh, you took off that because it's... Okay, well... I'm gonna have to force you to wear that. That's, not okay. I need you to have your armor. I'd rather have the debuff. Alright, I'm gonna try to do this to try to buff the bedroom so that everybody is a bit calmer. Alright, this should make life just a little bit better. Why? Why are you sleeping in the fridge? Okay, it is spring, so we can grow stuff. Let's grow heel root. And... actually, yeah, and then grow cotton. Let's switch these because I'm gonna need more heel root than cotton, even if the fertile soil is a thing. Let's do that. Right. In the meantime, let's also do... Because we also have slate. Let's do like 150 slate. That way we can put in some floors. Who's got a major break risk? Vasher does. Needs. Yeah, because we're eating non-fungal cooked food. That generates a huge problem. That's one of our problems. Yeah, this is supposed to be like... I guess I didn't pick mountainous. I thought I picked mountainous. At large hills. World map, this looks pretty damn mountainous. Yeah, large hills, large hills. Was this different? Why do I start with negative relations with them? I sold them my colony. Jesus criminy Christ. Okay, I need to do this and start growing mushrooms. Yeah, this definitely needs to be a thing. Thick roof. So that's where that stops. Okay. This is not going to be the prettiest base I've ever made. Unfortunately. Ah, that doesn't work either. Damn. Yeah, we get really unlucky with this map. But we're gonna make it work. Oh, I need to reinstall this because I need to hide the light. Let's do that. Of course, that for repairing. What do we want to call a Sheriff's Hill? Alligators Basin. Okay, we'll do that. That's pretty good. Okay, and then zone animals, Pokemon, because I don't want them to eat that. Right. Now I need to plan a rec room. So that we can have a table and eat. And then I need to make that real form, and I need to make a room for it, because it's a religious thing. That'll help give me a mood buff as well. It has very specific requirements, though. Unfortunately. So I think I want to put the rec room here. We can start out something like that. Maybe we have a battery room or something on the side, because I want it to be like that. Right, so it lines up. And then I need a few things. So I need to be able to put a table in. We'll make it a little snug, because that'll be fine. Alright, we could do something like that. So that means I can adjust just that. Just like so. And then I can run power like that. Alright, that way they'll get the 8 with a table debuff taken away. I can move this recreation in there as well. Get all that built. Make it look nice. Sweet. And their moods are already getting better. Yeah. So we have dull bedrooms, but we can make them better. Of course, we need research and batteries. It's definitely something I need. And this can be a battery room. Ideally. Alright, because I want to research... Where is our closest geothermal? We've got one up there. You're curious how I'm going to defend my non-mountain base? It's going to be interesting. The next couple of days it's going to be a little bit of a slog. Oh, good stretch. We basically don't have too much. Like, we have to deal with, like, breachers and stuff coming from multiple angles. But they don't send breachers every time. And I've been getting better about just putting my defenses kind of everywhere, if they attack from any direction, because of infestation, because of the termites and breachers and all that kind of make kill boxes irrelevant. So this to me is my vulnerable side, because I can't really build around this. It's a bit awkward. And then they can breach through this. So we have to kind of build, you know, here to have food securely and build a base. But we're going to have to do, like, definitely some walls and a lot of turrets. Definitely a lot of turrets. Yes, I know, Ancient Danger. But with that said, and this colony moved over, I think that'll do it for today's morning stream of RimWorld. Thank you very much for watching. I do really appreciate it. And of course, don't forget, if you want to have OP starting colonists that are super bionic, you must stay unstoppable. Woohoo! I will see everyone with beautiful faces later tonight for some more Dark Souls. If not, I'll see you tomorrow morning. Bye-bye.